The purpose of this video is to introduce the proposals assignment to you. This is the last assignment that we do in TCO 341. If you recall, beginning earlier in the semester, we did the document analysis assignment in which you examined a document, and that document was a proposal that was written by a team of students in another TCO 341 class. If you look at this particular proposal that one of your groups looked at, you'll see that in the very first sentence it says that this report is a response to RFP, and then it gives the number for a proposal for creating a digital design studio. The acronym RFP stands for Request for Proposal, and typically when you write a proposal, you are generally responding to a request for proposal that an organization has written. For example, the federal government has a website. It's called fedbizops.gov, and they list every opportunity for contracting on this website. You can search it. If you just kind of browse through it, it'll be very confusing, but if you have a particular business interest, you can search for that. But if you just look at all of these links, these are government projects that they want companies to bid on, write proposals for, and these links essentially will take you to some sort of solicitation or request for proposal. This would be considered an external proposal where you as an organization are applying to or are proposing to the government to do work for them. If you as a student in the School of Engineering had an idea and you wanted to propose that idea to the dean and you wrote up a short proposal, that would be an internal proposal. So we generally have two different types of proposals, internal and external. What we're preparing you for with this assignment is the external proposal, where you are trying to apply to someone else for a project to do business for either money or some other type of benefit. If you go to our website for the summer and you look at the assignments, and you'll notice that the proposals assignment is the last one on the list. And if you click on that assignment, you'll see that the 2014 summer request for proposal is linked at the top. That is the document that will guide you as you plan and write your proposal assignment. And this page tells you a little bit more about the content of the contents of the proposal and how you should write that and what the due dates are. It also gives the rubrics, the grading rubrics, and some example proposals. But if you look on the weekly guides page, under week 6, June 23rd, there's a little bit more information here about the proposals assignment. I've given you two reading sources, the Purdue Online Writing Lab Guide to Proposals, and then the Online Technical Writing Textbook Guide to Proposals. And then the request for proposal is linked here. And I'm going to show you that in just a moment. And this video link is here. Over on the right side of the page, you'll see again that the RFP is listed here and the proposal groups are listed here. And I have arranged the proposal groups in advance so that you'll know who you're working with. Let's take a quick look at the request for proposal. This is about an 7-8 page document, 7-page document that will go into more detail about what it is that you are supposed to do. And I'm going to skip to page 5 of the document. And actually, I'm going to skip to page 6 so I can actually get to the projects. This is called the statement of work, which is also a very common phrase that you'll hear in organizations who write proposals. There's a little bit of background on Mercer. And then this is the scope of work. There are 3 potential projects that you can choose. So your team needs to choose one of these projects. This one is about Muse promotional items, and it says that Muse would be Mercer University School of Engineering, plans a major marketing campaign, and we are requesting as a team that you provide us with what is essentially a marketing plan. You can read that in more detail. Number 2 is a social media marketing plan, which would be very different from number 1. Number 1 is a marketing plan with merchandise. Number 2 is a marketing plan strictly on social media platforms. And so we request creation of a plan, information about platforms to be used, and a tentative content calendar. And so I'll be glad to talk with you more about that. And then the third potential project is a freshman retention plan. And that is a plan that would give us some ideas for other services that we can provide freshmen in order to help them complete their freshman year successfully and return for their sophomore year. Because statistics tell us if we can bring them back for their sophomore year, they are obviously much more likely to graduate and stick through all 4 years of their college career. So I'd like for you to read these, and as a team, perhaps begin discussing which project you would like to write your proposal on, and what you would like to do. You can also take a look at the website and get a better idea of how proposals are structured, and we'll talk about that more in class tomorrow night. But I'd like for you just to take a look at these plans there at the end of the RFP. The rest of the RFP, let me just scroll back to the beginning, just has information about the proposal process. When you get done, there is, this is going to be stuck on the page, my menu. The takeaways from week 5 would be that your feasibility report is due. That's from week 5, and that'll be due at the end of week 6, which will be on June 30th. And then with your team, choose your proposal assignment, your topic, the idea that we just looked at from this document, which is the request for proposal. And you can see in the subject line here it says request for proposals. And have that ready to submit to me. And in Google Drive, I've already set up in our TCO 341 summer folder, I've already set up folders for each group, and then the RFP is here if you want to take a look at that at any point in time. We'll get started tomorrow night in class on this RFP. I'd like for you to read this document. I'm about to email it to you, and then we'll be able to talk about it more in class. See you Monday night.